Roxamore Sports Live here with your pregame show for the Rose Bowl event football here in York, PA. I'm here with...
I'm Ashley Edwards. I'm here with Sports Shooting Stars, and we're partnering with Roxamore Sports, and we can't wait to bring you guys the opening game of the football season. It's going to be super exciting, and hope you guys out on YouTube and Facebook land, Instagram, tune in and join us tonight.
Absolutely. Now, this is the fourth year we're doing this Rose Bowl event here in York, PA, and it really is instrumental. What I love about sports is it brings everybody all together. And one thing I absolutely love seeing besides competition is just the talent, good sportsmanship. What is something that you see from this event? And what is something you saw from the previous game? I mean, the last game was fantastic. I mean, we saw a huge gap. It was like a 21-point gap. Bishop Canavan was in the lead for a while. And then just like that in the fourth quarter, our Canadian neighbors, Clarkson North, managed to take away the game in the last few minutes. That was fantastic. I mean, what is your overall opinion of the Rose Bowl event, as well as what you've seen so far?
I think the Rose Bowl event is a great thing. I had the privilege of doing this last year. It was incredible. I got to see Southwest play, obviously York Suburban at York Suburban. I think it's incredible, just like you said, just sports in general in York. It's hardcore. You know, people really take their football serious around here, and these teams that show up obviously show their pride in this sport and this community. And we're lucky enough to be here to announce this. And there should be a lot of great talent, and some of these guys have already committed to some colleges and stuff like that that we'll talk to about throughout our broadcast throughout the game. But I'm super pumped myself. Even as an announcer, it's great to be here and great to be in this type of environment. So,
absolutely, yeah. Most certainly, it's a beautiful day. I remember. Can't remember if it was last year or the year before last year. I remember there was a thunderstorm and it kind of canceled things out a little bit, but right now it's beautiful weather out here. And it's the kind that doesn't really phase the performance that much. I mean, it gets hotter the more you move around, but at the same time, we're not talking about extreme heat. We're not talking about, overcast or anything like that that's wetting up the field or changing up the turbulence. What's what I'm looking for? Not turbulence. Showing my physics IQ here, but anyways, not changing up like the speed of the ball. So right now we have a game coming up. If you're looking for Susquehanna Township High School versus Southwestern Mustangs, you're in the right place.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't agree more. And Southwest was great last year. They did end the season 7-4. They ran the ball a lot. They might use that T-wing formation again this year as they did last year. They did lose Rollman from last year, which was huge. They did have a three-headed monster of a running back committee last year. So I'm interested in seeing if they're going to go with that same approach this year. I also know that they're very close. I know that Southwestern is giving up 9.5 points less than Susquehanna Township is on defense. So I'm curious to see how that equals out for both teams also.
Right. And it seems like a lot of teams always have their bread and butter as the shotgun formation, but I rarely ever see the I form and I rarely ever see the T form. So you're saying that's kind of like their bread and butter?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like the coach really likes to stick with that. Tony Schermeyer. Last year they did have a pretty high powerful offense when it came to the receiving core and stuff too, but it seemed like they stuck to that run. So we'll see year to year losing players, see if they still can't stick with this same game plan, or maybe they'll come out of the chutes and try to have a shock factor for Susquehanna Township.
Absolutely. Anybody in particular that stands out on this roster right now? I'm unfamiliar with these teams, if I may be honest, but it should make an interesting show for me because I have no idea what to exactly expect.
Yeah, I know Calcutt last year was a great receiver. I don't expect him to be any worse this year than he was last year, if not be better than what he was last year. He was a junior, so he's a senior this year, so I'm sure his light to shine is ahead of him, and hopefully we'll see that displayed today.
Yeah. And I'm always I'm a sucker for success stories. I'm a sucker for underdog stories. If somebody's just like constantly losing throughout the season, year after year, and they manage to turn things around at the last second, it brings a tear to my eye, man. I'm a commentator. I'm impartial. I'm not rooting for anybody, but a close game is a good game. An underdog story is always a good story.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember being at Southwest last year, actually, announcing a game there, and they played York High, and it was a barn burner, man. It came down to end up being 35-34. Southwest ended up pulling that out. So interested in seeing how this tournament goes, how close these games are. Like you said, a blowout isn't a blowout until the game is actually over. Like you said in the game earlier today, I saw the same team that you were mentioning earlier, the Canadian team, and they were incredible last year. They played a great game, and it doesn't surprise me that they came back as much as they did this year. Like you said, they were down 3 touchdowns. That is huge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're just a few minutes away from the kickoff, 5 minutes and 25 seconds. I'll begin here shortly. Again, if you're looking for Southwestern versus Susquehanna Township, you're in the right place. This is Roxamore Sports Live here with the Rose Bowl football event, year 4. Looking forward to seeing what we got in year 5, but right now, we're here in the present. Not looking too much in the past unless we're trying to learn from the past. I mean, as the saying goes, I never lose. I either win or I learn. And that certainly is the case year after year. You always see some fine polishing from the athletes, which is something I absolutely love about high school sports because you definitely do get to see the change from when they go from freshman to sophomore to senior year. I mean, they're just lightning at that point.
Yeah, and it's great, like I said, you just mentioning Cal Cutler earlier, just seeing how much he might have grown in general, just physically and mentally, and his game on the field. See how that transitions from one year to another in the same exact tournament. I'm excited to see how he mentors these other younger wide receivers and how good they can mesh together. So really excited for this, but excited to be here with Sports Shooting Stars and collaborating with you guys. So yeah, Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you.
Absolutely. And thank you all for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live. It's going to be a fantastic day. It's going to be a fantastic weekend here today and tomorrow. So be sure to tune in with us here. And again, what's your platforms that you feature on? Just so they can
we are on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So check us out. Please check us out and tell all your friends. If you guys can't make it here, don't feel bad. It's a beautiful day, but if you can't make it out or you don't want to, you can tune in to us.
All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to begin the kickoff here in just about 3 minutes. Stay tuned with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but with know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming Lions only. Step into this dinner, welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
Roxamore Sports Live here at the small stadium here in York, Pennsylvania for the 4th year of the Rose Bowl football event, and it is a fantastic day, and we've seen a fantastic game previously with Bishop Canavan going against Canada's very own Clarkson North High School, and today we are looking at Southwestern Mustangs playing against the Susquehanna Township High School. I don't know what their mascot is, unfortunately. What is the mascot? Do you happen to know? I'm Maximilian Kiever here alongside with...
Yes, I'm Ashley Edwards. I'm with Short Sports Shooting Stars, and we appreciate you guys tuning into us. Looks like we're getting ready for the national anthem here soon, and it looks like the captains are at the middle of the field meeting up.
See, I missed the national anthem of the last game. I actually walked here to the stadium. I just got here off the Greyhound, and my GPS sent me on a completely different course, and I came here sweating, out of breath. But I'm feeling like I'm back in the zone right now, and it's just good to be back with Roxamore Sports. I moved to Philadelphia. I used to live in Pittsburgh, but now I got the name. Thank you so much, Ashley. It's Susquehanna Township Indians playing against the Southwestern Mustangs. And it's your... But as we said in the pregame, this is a very powerful set of two schools going against each other. And I'm looking forward to seeing how their offensive play is going to start off right off the bat here in the first quarter. As you know, there's going to and the rules will be the same as well. I don't know if we're going to go into overtime if it's a tie game here. I don't know if that's how the Rose Bowl works. Do you happen to know?
I would assume that there is no overtime just because of the time crunch between these games and stuff and how long they last.
Okay. Que sera, que sera. What will be, will be.
Yeah, and Southwest is starting off with a new quarterback this year. He's a junior, Seth Sullivan. Also looking for players like senior Kyle Stoop. He's a running back linebacker offered to D3. Senior Ian Wasaki. He's a linebacker also for the Mustangs. We also have Kenneth Ankinto. He has D3 offers to Ursinus and Thiel, and keys to winning today for Southwest. Looking for explosive plays to limit the explosive plays from Susquehanna Township. They also want to be physical up front and limit turnovers and mental mistakes early.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. And we do have scouters watching this broadcast as well. So as we're witnessing talent, they're witnessing potential.
And on the flip side here, some players to watch here for Susquehanna Township. Senior Torrin Evans, quarterback. Senior Jarrett Kern, wide receiver. Senior Yendor Mack, UMass commit. Senior Joha Nengite, he's also a Temple commit. Senior Zakir Leaks, committed to Syracuse. And we are off.
Ooh. Syracuse University. Nice. It's looking like a strong game here so far.
And Susquehanna Township fields the kick, and we are off. Yeah. And that return there by Susquehanna Township was by Raymond Sweat.
I'm actually really glad I have you here because you know how to pronounce these names better than I do, perhaps.
Trust me, I had a little bit of practice today before we got here, so
all right.
going to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good in insurance, but sometimes I hurt myself on these pronunciations of some of these unique names. And I wish I had a complicated name like that. I mean, Maximilian, it's
And Susquehanna Township here starts off with a run.
beautiful work there.
Tackled by number 23, Blake McMillan. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Pardon me, 2nd and 5.
It's looking like some pretty good, strong potential here.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like the Indians got a man in motion. 2 wideouts. Looks like they're looking to pass. He's
And
looking, passing, completing.
beautifully received.
And he's running 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. Pushed out at the 15-yard line.
It hurts, man. It hurts. It looks like that was a clean breakaway. Number 6.
That was huge. That was number
Yeah.
6, Josh Neingik.
Beautiful work, though. Gained so much ground in such little time. Just 59 seconds in this game. First down and 10.
And we got a penalty on the play against the Indians.
And when you get a clean breakaway like that, it's funny how that can, like, feel for certain, groups. Like, if you're watching and you see your team get that clean breakaway, it feels fantastic. You feel like you're on top of the wood, and then when you're on the other side, it feels dreadful.
Absolutely. Yeah, like we spoke earlier, these games can be so close that it can come down to the penalty yards against you instead of the yards gained from what you're actually doing potentially on offense. And we got a pitch out here. Indians, number 2, running.
Man.
Cuts it out. Rakai Savell to the left side of the line. That's a pretty good run there for Susquehanna Township. It's hard to tell what they're actually going to do because they've already had one decent run and one huge pass down the field. Was a lot of yards after catch on that passing play that we saw earlier, but regardless, it doesn't matter how you get the yards as long as you get them.
Right. The offense is looking phenomenal here right off the bat. I mean, again, this is just the first quarter. This can go either direction. Sometimes we hate to see it. We see a very strong start in the fourth. Oh, my gosh. Tongue-tied. We see a very strong start in the first quarter, and then sometimes it kind of just wanes pretty quickly, and then it just changes. But hopefully that's not the case for either team. Right now, this offense is looking just absolutely on the money. Great pass there.
Ooh, good pass. Great hit by number 22.
Yeah.
That was a huge hit by number 22 of Southwest, Levi Schock.
And good catch there by, forgive me if I'm going to butcher this name, Idris Kent Yoder. I'm just going to settle for the last name for that one.
That was a great offensive play, but almost an even better defensive play. It looks like the Indians are set up in 3 wide out, man in motion. Handoff up the middle.
Oh, man.
Good blocks.
It really appears to be something that they're phenomenal at. That setup right off the bat. You've seen a lot of rushing, a lot of great long-range connections.
Yeah, it's one thing that Coach Schiermeyer for the Mustangs might be paying attention to. This is a very, very good blocking offensive line for the Susquehanna Township Indians so far.
3rd down and 1 to go at the 32nd yard line.
We'll see if the Mustangs can make a stop here. 3rd and 1 with 9:35 left in this first quarter.
Man, my eyes lost who caught that ball.
Handoff was to Seville again. I have a feeling we might be saying Evans to Seville a lot the way they're running the ball, but we did have that incredible catch earlier.
Right. Sometimes that is a winning ticket. Sometimes it can be very predictable for the other team. If you have that chemistry on the field and there's a certain receiver that you just constantly keep sending to as a quarterback. Other times, again, it could be very predictable. And just be actually a favor for the opposing team. Let's see what we
He's
have.
dropping back, looking, scrambling. And we got some laundry on the field.
Yeah.
It's the second penalty of this game so far.
Flag on the play. Holding.
Looks like it will be against the Indians. That's 25 yards of penalties already in this first quarter. Not a stat you want to add up super high for sure.
First down and 15. I gotta say, it's still looking pretty good here, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Great game so far. Great to see Torrin Evans. Great quarterback so far. Like I said, their front line is blocking really, really well. We'll see how they handle this. First and 15. They got 4 wideouts. Only 5 on the line. Man in motion. He's looking to the right.
And that looks like that was a complete pass from my view.
Yes, Josh Nengite.
And being at the right
Negente?
place.
It's 2 catches for Nenge so far. It's only a 4-yard gain. Will bring up 2nd and 11. Ball's on the 29.
Gaining some ground here. Lost some. Gained some. Let's see if they can get it into the end zone. I mean, that was a powerful start right off the bat here. And taken out.
And the pass is complete from Evans. And that brings up a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 29. See what the Indians can do here. And we got an official's timeout.
I mean, the offensive pressure is certainly looking like it's on the money, but the defense, they're holding firm as well. I mean, what do you see as working out for them so far in terms of the offense?
The offense for the Indians has been pretty good so far. They have found a lot of penetration against the defensive line. The corners for the Mustangs have been had their backs up against the wall here a little bit. They have done a little bit. It has been almost divided equally between running the ball and catching the ball, or passing the ball, I should say. Interesting seeing, though. I mean, you're doing something right if you had the other team, and it was just 2nd and 15, and now it's 3rd and 1. So kind of a nice battle on both ends here. We haven't gotten to see the Mustangs offense yet, so we'll see if they can equally throw as many punches and haymakers as the Susquehanna Township Indians have.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing what their footwork is like. I mean, so far that defense is just looking fantastic. But the offense is getting there, certainly.
We got a handoff there to Seville. It's about the 4th carry he's had so far. That only goes for not enough. Apparently, he's a little bit short. Be 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Looks like their offense isn't budging here, so Coach Hayden has a lot of confidence in his team to get this first down.
Absolutely. He was really just arguing against physics there. He just ran right into a wall of meat.
And they decide with the quarterback keeper, and he goes not only for the first down, but for a touchdown. Touchdown, Susquehanna Township Indians.
Beautifully done. Number 15 with the touchdown there for the Indians.
And with that, we know that this isn't going to be a scoreless game, obviously.
So 6 right now is on the board. Let's see if they can get this extra point in there.
So the only touchdown scored in this game so far goes to the quarterback, Torrin Evans. Sorry. Volunteer firefighter.
And it's in. Number 99 gets that extra point in there from Susquehanna. That is Gordon Bailey. So Gordon Bailey gets that extra point in there. Nicely done, nicely done.
Yeah, and so far, about halfway through this quarter here, about 36 seconds short of being halfway through this quarter of 12-minute quarters. And we had a score 7 for the Susquehanna Township Indians and Southwestern Mustangs 0. I guess it's a little hard for the Mustangs to kind of score when they didn't get the ball first. Their defense did play good enough, not well enough to not only not get a turnover there, but they weren't able to stop the Indians from scoring. But can't really hate on the game until the game's played. So we got to wait and see what the Mustangs do here on offense themselves and try to, if not equal out this game to a 7-7, possibly get back on defense and get a turnover and get the ball back quickly.
Absolutely. And here we go.
And
Ball's heading.
looks like number 7 Wyatt Carball is back to receive this kick. It's a little bit short. Still fields it at the 10-yard line. Pardon me, 15 to the 20. And he is tackled at the 27, but there is a flag on the play.
Good speed, good momentum. Definitely liking what I saw there.
Yeah, it's hard to get a lot of blocks when the ball kind of slowly bounces up into your arms like that.
And it's ball for the course, though. Let's see what we have going forward now that the ball is in the hands of Southwestern. And it's awfully close to the end zone. I mean, not an ideal position. This is what we saw happen in the previous game with Clarkson North against, getting my S's confused with each other, against Bishop Canavan. Where Bishop Canavan was a little bit too close to the end zone, and anytime that ball turned around to the opposing team, that was almost just a walk-in, an open-door opportunity to get into the end zone.
Wow, that's incredible, especially when you have things clicking like that on all cylinders. It's hard to stop. And we'll see what new quarterback here, junior Seth Sullivan, can do in this offense. Looks like I'm going to start off with a quarterback sneak. Sullivan keeps.
Yeah, absolutely tight defense there by Susquehanna.
Stout defense there. Stand up. It looks like there was no gain on that play, so we'll go to 2nd down and 10. Pardon me, that was 2 yards gained on that. It will be 2nd and 8. Approaching around the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. And we welcome you guys again. Partnership here with Roxamore Sports and Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. We're so glad that you guys are here with us on this beautiful evening. Absolutely. Beautiful city, beautiful weather, and I see some beautiful people out here.
Gotta have the beautiful people. Great food in York, PA as well if you happen to be visiting, especially if anyone's watching from Canada and they happen to be in Pennsylvania. By all means, get some of those pizzas and cheesesteak hoagies. It's pretty much the same as it is in Philadelphia over here.
Absolutely. Can't go wrong with food around here, man. That's for sure. We like to eat. Come to York County to watch football and eat some really, really good food, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We're famous for actually also eating dippy eggs. Nobody knows what dippy eggs are anywhere else throughout the whole entire country, but here we eat dippy eggs.
All right. You're now the unofficial spokesman for dippy eggs. Explain what this is to me, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens coming up here out of this timeout, or see what Coach Scheimeier comes up with here on offense, and see what Coach Joe Hayden has for his defense here with the Indians. Interested in seeing, because their defense has held people to 23.4 points. Actually, that was last year. So we'll see if they can maintain that possibly so far this year in this tournament.
Fantastic. All right. And cutting it close, but that quarterback looks like he read that play well. Sends it off to number 6.
Elijah Baer.
5 minutes and 45
That was
seconds.
Jake Graham with the reception.
And gaining some ground. It's looking like it's not exactly a floor stomper here. Better lack of words in terms of how much ground they're gaining, but it's progressing. Let's see if they can gain 20 yards at least.
And that brings up 1st down and 10.
And a flag on the play on top of it all. Great defense there.
Run didn't go too far, but it did look like there was a face mask on possibly the Indians. Time will tell here in a second.
Referees discussing what it was. Okay, and you said you saw. Okay, yeah, there was a face mask. Okay.
And that'll bring up 3 penalties now. They had 2 15-yard penalties and 1 10. 40 yards of penalties so far. I don't know exactly how many yards they went on offense. They did go about 40 yards on that one passing play alone. But you have 7 points on the board, but you're kind of equaling yourself out there on yards when you're going backwards with penalties. You end up getting 10 penalties in a game for 10 yards. You gave that other team automatically 100 yards free bank money, man. Didn't have to do anything for it.
Yeah, that's what we saw with the Bishop Canevin game also. Those penalties will eat away at you. And let's see, he's running it. Oh, and it was not a lot of ground he covered there. I mean, he managed to get it down to the 35-yard line.
It's Carball with the carry, and it seems like the offensive line hasn't quite found their chemistry yet there, especially on the quarterback sneaks. That was a quarterback sneak to the right.
The formation looks like it's been pretty much the same for the most part from my view. I wonder if they're going to switch it up or not. Switch it up a notch is what I meant to say. Or if they're going to say, why fix something that's not broken? Let's see.
Good point. And it looks like Southwest has a 4 wide receiver spread here.
And we have a...
And we got a delay a game against the Mustangs. Looked like there was a little bit of confusion between the for the running back, number 1.
Hey, that's not what they need right now at this point in time.
Yeah, never fun to get a penalty against the other team and then totally turn around and do the same thing yourself and give it right back to them.
They still have time. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So far, it's been a pretty good display of defense here from Susquehanna.
And we got a handoff to number 1 and a fumble. Mustangs are able to get back on it.
And some lost ground as well.
All that after a first down and 18.
Hopefully it's just growing pains with Southwestern here. But that defense from Susquehanna Township, I mean, that is looking like it is just absolutely on par with where it needs to be.
Yeah, their defense looks incredible so far, and like we said, Southwest, it takes a little bit. We are judging a little bit because it is the beginning of the year, but a little bit shaky here on offense just to get this chemistry together on this offensive line.
See, time will tell. And right now, that quarterback has the ball, and he's going to try running it. And, ooh, just a little bit of a risky play. I mean, it always is, but that did not go according to plan.
Dender Mack, that'll be a name that we might hear throughout the rest of the night with the tackle number 55. That was one of the players that we pointed out for Susquehanna Township at the beginning of the game. He is a defensive lineman. He is already a UMass commit, and we can see part of those skills and part of the reason why he is already was looked at by scouts and did commit to UMass. That was incredible. That brings up a 4th and 27, and obviously we're looking at a punting situation here for the Mustangs.
And here we go.
The punt is away from number 54, Dennis Lehman.
And it's hard to see that number there when he's being tackled, but
Yeah,
it was a good reception.
Fielded and got about a 5-yard return there.
It was, there we go, number 1. Anthony, actually, no, I lied to you. Number 1, Jerry Kern. That caught that ball?
Jerry Kern.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the Indians can do back here on offense again. Offensive line was blocking pretty well there. There was a decent amount of decent mix of running and passing on that first drive. We'll see what they stick with this time around. See if the Southwest Mustangs defensive line can get some penetration into the backfield here.
Absolutely. And looks like that was just a given. Unfortunately, that connection just was not where it needed to be. I mean, He had the ball, but it slipped out of his hands. A good pass to, oh man, I'm going to butcher this name. Rocky Seville?
Seville,
Okay.
yes. Yep, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing his name a lot today. He seems to be one of the go-to guys on offense here for the Indians. Not that they don't have about 3 or 4 stars that we've seen so far that can make an impact here on offense for the Indians.
Right.
And we'll see they have another 4 wideout set here with only 5 linemen set up and 1 running back.
And the band is booming. Gotta love it.
Gotta love high school football, man. And there's a run to the right. Breaks about 2 tackles and out of bounds, and that is Seville again.
Yeah, flag on the play there. Let's see what the referees call it. But so far, so good here for Susquehanna. I mean, it seems like their connections are where it needs to be, just a matter of just obtaining the ball. But nonetheless, looks like they are paving the way to gain some ground here.
Yeah, that Evans-Seville connection is pretty incredible so far. He's already gone out for a couple passes, and he's the running back. So pretty interesting.
Absolutely.
It's a lethal weapon, kind of like a Swiss Army knife to have in your pocket when you have a running back that can't only run the ball but can actually catch the ball really well in the backfield and can run for forever, especially if you get that speed.
Right. Yeah, that could be just the absolute winning ticket here for them. We shall see, though. They did gain some ground on that foul. 15 hands it over. And it happened so fast, I didn't see who caught that ball, though.
Yeah, that was a good run there by the Susquehanna Township.
They're gaining some ground. Looking at, 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock here.
Let's see if the Indians can punch it in here from 25 yards out. Handoff is faked and ooh.
Can he do it? He's doing it. Oh!
Little bit of shake and bake there by Evans.
Beautiful work there. Takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nicely done.
I'll bring up 3rd and 4 with the ball on the 18.
So let's see what we got. 18, first down and 10. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Susquehanna. I just really want to see Southwestern turn things around next time the ball's in their hands.
Yeah, and they're setting up again with this 4 wide receiver set. It's always interesting to see if they're actually going to throw the ball because a lot of times they run it. And there it is. There's a run from Seville right up the middle, and he's down to the 3-yard line.
And it's no good.
It's 15-yard gain there by Seville.
It's getting closer. Absolutely getting closer. First down and 3 at the 1-yard line.
And Seville unofficially has about 30 yards of rushing already himself this game. See if they can punch it in here. And it's out, and it's thrown, and it's a touchdown.
Beautifully done. Gets it right into the end zone. Number 7 from Susquehanna. That is Steph Millette.
Yep, Stefan Millette with a touchdown. So now we've had touchdowns by Torrin Williams so far this game, and Stephen Millette making this a 13-point game.
So here we go for the extra point, 99.
Trying to spread them out so I can see everything.
Gordon Bailey for the extra point. And let's see what we got here from Gordon Bailey. And so far, starting off strong here in the third quarter. I'm jumping. Starting off here in the first quarter, rather strong, 13-0. And potentially 14-0. Let's see where Gordon Bailey takes this at.
See what the Indians can do here with this extra point. It's up and it is good.
Yeah, nicely done. Okay, there we have it. 14-0.
All righty. 1:49 left. Beautiful York County, Smalls Field, Sports Shooting Stars, Roxamore Sports partnering.
Absolutely. And we are just about finished here. Well, actually, we got a minute and 49 seconds. Now, anything can happen within just 10 seconds, let alone 1 minute and 49 seconds. So let's see what we have.
Can't say it's uncommon to see a kickoff run back for a touchdown in these situations, and you get back on defense, the other team fumbles, and before you know it, even if you get a field goal or whatnot, or even if you don't and you don't score on that second opportunity, still a 13-7, 14-7 game by the end of this first quarter.
Oh, absolutely. One thing observers hate when it's the opposite team winning is the against all odds, it's a miracle, you know?
Right? And the kick is off.
And off to no one, unfortunately, though.
Was fielded at the last second there by...
Stack it up with. 1 minute 47 seconds. Yeah, things can turn around. We shall see. We shall see. But right now, things are looking good here for Susquehanna. No doubt about it. Again, the first touchdown was by number 15, that being Torrin Evans. He got the first touchdown, and then extra point by number 99, Gordon Bailey. And then just again, with the last touchdown, it was number 7, Steph Millette, followed by Gordon Bailey with the extra point.
Incomplete pass there by the Mustangs.
Second down and 10. Set at the 15-yard line. This could be a good opportunity to widen that gap here.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're the Mustangs here, you really, I mean, you want to get progressive yards here, but you really want to get out of where you're at. It's not like you're on the 5-yard line, but you're not on the 50 either, so get a little bit of breathing room here, especially if you get in a punting situation. You don't want to get the ball back to the Indians any closer than you have to, especially for how good their offense has played throughout this game.
So we got a false start here.
Another penalty flag.
Let's see what the referee says here. But yeah, it's definitely gaining some good ground here for Susquehanna. Starting off the first quarter strong, and now they're getting even more ground.
And we got a false start there on the Mustangs. Bring up a 2nd and 15.
So there we go.
See what they can come up with here.
The 10-yard line.
3 wide receiver spread here. And it's a handoff out the middle, and he goes for about 4 yards.
Yeah, it's not quite what they need at this point in time, but if they can manage to get at least it down to the 50-yard line within this minute and 30 seconds, that could be the foot in the door that they're looking for. But
yeah, Susquehanna Township is really loading up that box, and it seems to be almost impossible to run the ball against them so far today.
Absolutely.
And it's a recipe for disaster if you're a Mustangs fan, because that is your forte. It seems like they stuck with it last year, and it seems like a lot of things haven't changed when it comes to their running game.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of passing to the wide receivers here, but here we
He's
go.
looking down the field, and he's open and overshoots him.
Yeah, he almost had it. It
was intended for Elijah Bear, a little bit too deep there. Brings up 3rd down and 11. Just under a minute here. 54 seconds left in the first quarter.
Certainly. Anything is possible. But, yeah, it's, again, that doesn't seem like they're capitalizing on the wide receivers too much, but we shall see if that changes up at all.
Seems like these cornerbacks for the Indians are playing equally as good as the guys that we just spoke about that are playing on the front line that are crowding up the box there.
Right.
And we got a timeout here for the Mustangs.
Okay. Every little bit counts. It's all understood.
See what Tony Schermeyer can come up with here in the timeout. This is Tony Schermeyer's 5th season. He's been 28-17 since he took over this team. The last time that these two teams did play each other, or have played each other, pardon me, was 2006. The score was 35-34. So if that's any indication here, almost 20 years later, we're in for a barn burner. But if Southwest doesn't change things around here, make some changes, well, especially on defense against this high-powerful offense of Susquehanna Township, could end up being a lucky day, an ugly day for the Mustangs.
Absolutely. Let's see what we're starting off with right now. And sending it down the field, and it looks like it's off to no one. And here we go.
It was down by the Mustangs on the 47-yard line. That's where Susquehanna Township will start. They're clicking on all cylinders most of this quarter. We'll see if that offense can pick right back up where they left off.
45 seconds, 14-0. I mean, what's your critique right now of Southwestern?
They have had some positives in this game, and you wouldn't think so for them being down 2 touchdowns. But like you said, yeah, you can't count your chickens till they're hatched, especially in the game that we saw earlier, the opening game of this tournament. So
right.
See if they can blueprint what the Canadian team earlier today did.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of growing pains here. That connection was looking beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Caught by Josh Ningate.
Nageti again. Seems like he's going to get fed today.
I'm over here butchering that poor boy's name. I said Ningate. Okay.
Evans to Nageti, and that was unofficially his 3rd catch that I have marked down here. Seems like they're really focusing on Seville here. Millette, Nageti, and obviously Evans is their core of their offense. Run here for the Indians.
It was looking like a good call there. Torrin Evans had that ball. He tried to run it through. It looks like he actually did have potential to break through, but that defense was tight there. Nicely done by Southwestern.
Yeah, Southwest definitely locked up the box there. Front 7.
And 10 seconds.
And it looks like they're comfortable with going into the end of the first quarter with a 14-point cushion here, the Susquehanna Township Indians.
Absolutely. Let's see if this thing turns around as we head into the second quarter. But, I mean, so far, again, I can't stress it enough. That defense is looking great. The offense is looking great by Susquehanna Township. Southwestern Mustangs, it does look like they're adjusting here. It's just, the question is, will it be enough going forward? But it looks like they're kind of going with the same strategy. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to work in their favor as the game goes on, or if they're going to switch it up. I really don't know. I'm interested in seeing how this turns out. But 14-0. We had number 15 with the first touchdown. That was Torrin Evans for Susquehanna, and Susquehanna's in the lead here. And then we had number 99 for both of the extra points, that being Gordon Bailey. And then the last touchdown was by number 7, Stefan Millette. So 12 minutes on the clock again here for the second quarter. Again, it's Susquehanna going against Southwestern.
Yeah, and coming up tonight, we still have a game ahead of us at 8 o'clock, and that is York High versus Central Dauphin East. Actually talked to Dew Jones earlier, and I don't know how many years this is ongoing, but they have played their opening game, tournament or not, against CD East for quite some time now, the Bearcats have. So interesting in seeing if that's going to be a barn burner itself. But we know that's a huge, huge rivalry, so please tune in if you're a huge fan of either one of those teams.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm a sucker for is rivalries. So it was a fantastic event happening here.
Let's see what the Mustangs can do here penetration-wise against this incredible Susquehanna Township Indians offense. They're set up in that 4 wide receiver set again.
Second down and 9, and
they decide to hand it off. Xavier Rivera with his first carry of the game. Good for 5.
looks like it's might.
4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Looks like it might be good potentially for Susquehanna. Right now.
You got to remember, too, if you're the Indians here, you might not be successful in every single run, but all that can do is open up play-action pass on their offense. And if they keep going with these 4 wide receiver sets, one of these times they're going to catch the Mustangs on their heels.
And they did gain some ground there. Beautifully done. Number 3 caught that ball. Zakir Leaks. Ball is now down to the 30. Actually, lied to you. Down to the 27th yard line.
And if Zakir Leaks looks a little bit streaky to you, he should, because he is a Syracuse commit.
Nice.
My favorite college football team, so thank you.
Absolutely. Strong alumni there. And let's see what we have. He's going to send it into the end zone, and oh man, that looked like it had so much potential. It was lined up nicely, but there was just too much height on that ball.
Yeah, Torrin Evans with showing off his huge arm, but just a little bit too high, I'd say by about 6 inches.
Yeah.
Did have a open wide receiver back in the back of the end zone, but could not connect.
Absolutely a sigh of relief here for Southwestern, as that connection did not happen.
These Southwestern Mustang cornerbacks and D-backs definitely have their hands full with this streaky offense that they have.
Absolutely.
For the Indians.
But you do need a great quarterback like that to carry you forward.
Zakir Leaks is in motion. So is Millett.
It's a snap back, and
Evans is back, and he is sacked.
Oh, man, great work by the defense. He ran out of time, that pocket closed in, and it all happened so suddenly. No ground cover there. Ball is at the 22nd. Actually, I keep lying to you guys. Why am I doing that? No, the ball is at the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 15.
And finally, the Mustangs get a little bit of penetration on this incredible offensive line. Yet again, another 4 wide receiver set for the Indians and another penalty flag. Delay of game on the Indians. Now we have had a delay of game on both teams. Make their coaches and their quarterbacks more conscious of the play clock.
Right. Now back to the 32nd yard line.
Like we said earlier, we want to compete with offensive yards and not penalty yards. Penalties will beat you up in the long run.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Evans is back.
Oh, here we go.
And there's definitely a hold on number 54, so no matter how far he runs, it will be going the other way.
Got a good exercise in that, least, though. A little bit of a good practice there. At least you can kind of see the dynamic of the defense, but at the same time, it's a flag on the play, so. But, yeah, risky decision there sometimes when it's that tight.
Yeah, now it seems like the Indians' offensive line is feeling a little bit of pressure. We already saw that one sack just 2 plays ago by the Mustangs, and there was penetration again, so they're definitely feeling the heat, and literally maybe they are feeling the heat. So I hope a lot of these players are staying hydrated out there, because a lot of cramps are going to be happening, and we don't want to see anybody getting injured today.
Absolutely. All I'm doing today is just talking, and I'm already dehydrated, so I can only imagine.
You haven't gotten injured. You haven't gotten injured yet from talking, but you might be dehydrated.
From mispronouncing names, I get injured sometimes, you know. But right now, it's looking like a fantastic game. It's still early, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. 3rd down and 30.
Wow,
go
that's
at the
huge.
42nd yard line.
See if they're going to just get a good chunk of it here. And they do, and great defense there by the Mustangs. Gang tackle.
Yeah.
And finally, the Mustangs make a stop, and they needed to, being down 2 touchdowns already.
4th down and 30. I mean, it's possible. Let's see what they decide to go with.
See if Susquehanna Township can pin them closer to the end zone, keep it from going into the end zone.
Let's see what we got.
Number 11 is back to receive the kick, Wyatt Carball.
Yep. Almost. Let's see what they go with.
And yet another delay of game against Susquehanna Township. As good as they've been on offense,
Yeah.
they really got to get these, number one, either get these plays called in quicker, or maybe it's just chemistry at the beginning of the year, just trying to get the play into the players and then get every single player on the same playing field,
Right.
no pun intended, so that they can be set up for these plays.
Yeah, definitely can eat away at you. And there it goes. Who has it? Who has it? And caught by number 6 down at the 15-yard line. That being number 6, Jake Graham.
And the Mustangs are pinned down here closer to their end zone on the 16-yard line. See if they can go on a 30, 40, 50-yard haul here and at least get a field goal out of this, if anything.
Right. Yeah, it can be absolutely devastating if you get an interception at this point in time, this far down on the field. If they can gain some more ground, push it to the 50-yard line, that kind of puts them in a more comfortable position.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore. All you can, the one thing you can't afford here is a sack for sure. And they're in a 3 wide receiver set here. He drops back, and looks like one of the linemen knocked that down at the line.
The potential certainly was there. Just no one to receive the ball, unfortunately, especially not that low.
And if you guys are out there watching, take notes. If you can't get to the quarterback and you're a defensive lineman like that, just get your hands up in the air and just knock the ball down.
Right.
Any play like that always means that you're not giving that other team the first down and you're going on to the next play, which obviously brings them down to a second down here. This is huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, the psychological pressure certainly is there for the quarterback, too, as you mentioned.
And we got a
You cannot
quarterback
get
sneak
sacked.
here. He's
Ooh.
running.
Oh.
Couple blocks, and he gets down the field for about 13 yards.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's great blocking, and
Absolutely.
that's great cutting, and just the juking skills are amazing by Calcutt.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you were saying, you cannot get sacked that far down on the field on your side. If you can gain some more ground, that's beautiful. He took a risk, and he benefited from it.
Let's see what the Mustangs can do here. 7:55 left in this quarter.
Oh,
And it's a missed snap, and it's kicked accidentally. Susquehanna Township going after it. Falls on it, and touchdown for the defense for the Indians.
Ow, man.
That is a huge mental error for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Had a couple things that they weren't on the same page throughout this game so far, and it wasn't the quarterback and the center until that play there. And that's the
Absolutely.
one that bit them.
Yeah, that will cost them 20-0. However, nothing is impossible. 7 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the second quarter. A lot can happen just in this one quarter, and of course, a lot can happen in the second half of this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See if number 99 can tack on his 3rd extra point of the game here. No surprise, there's another penalty. And we got a false start. I think we've had 3 delay of game penalties so far this game. We've had at least 2 false starts, if not 3. So about 6 penalties so far just between delay of game and false starts.
Absolutely.
Stuff that these teams are definitely going to have to work on in practice. I know they do a lot of hills and drills and everything else, and
Right.
just got to get it together chemistry-wise and mesh so that you don't have these penalties later in the year that could end up costing you a football game.
Absolutely.
And the extra point is up, and it is good.
By Gordon Bailey with that extra point. Nicely done.
And if you're Southwest here, what are you thinking on offense? I mean, nothing has really worked consistently. They have ran the ball decent so far. They haven't had a whole lot of passing plays. It's a lot of end arounds and like quarterback sneaks and things like that, which may have worked last year and it might end up working this year. Maybe this is just a good test for them, and it's a team that is a lot better than some of the competition that they're going to face this year. So. Maybe take this as a learning situation at the beginning of the year like this and capitalize on it throughout the rest of the season.
Absolutely. That initial phase, that changes everything up. I mean, practice is one thing, but when you're actually going up against another team, you don't know the strategy, you don't know what the coach says to them, that's a whole different chemistry that you got to deal with and a whole lot of adjustment. But, I mean, if you can adjust at the last second, that's fantastic. But if you can adjust earlier and then just keep it going on in your favor, that's phenomenal.
Absolutely, and it's a whole different level when you're playing against another team rather than just people that you see on a daily basis.
Let's see what we got here.
And the kick is up.
Beautifully caught. You're looking at number 11 there from Southwestern, that being Brooklyn Calcutt.
Brooklyn Calcutt with the return. Calcutt always seems to be a huge part of their offense. He was a great part of their offense last year. See how he does this year. They use him for a lot of end arounds, some quarterback sneaks, and he's listed as a wide receiver, but it seems like he's that utility knife that you can use for almost anything.
Jack of all trades. Let's see what we have right now. With that snapback, it's looking good, and he's running it down to the 31st yard line.
About a gain of 6.5, 7 yards there. Wyatt Carball.
And a good run there by Steph.
And it seems like the Mustangs aren't in a huge hurry here, which could end up benefiting the Susquehanna Township defense, getting a little breather in between these plays.
A good handoff, and it's just a dog pile, absolute dog pile there at the 32nd yard line.
And that was a handoff to Anthony Frazier. It's good for about 5 yards, brings up 3rd and 4 in this first quarter.
Inching along. It's getting there. Again, not a whole lot of, just overall, we haven't seen a whole lot of ground significantly covered in this first half by Southwestern.
Yeah, it seems like they're comfortable with sticking with a lot of quarterback sneaks and running the ball here, which they stick with the quarterback sneak, and it works out for them for a first down. Needed 3, got about 3.5 there on that carry.
Absolutely. First
and if you guys are going to be around all weekend, we do have this Rose Bowl all weekend. We have a huge game on Saturday night. Almost going to feel like you're probably at a Penn State game if you've ever been in that type of environment. It is incredible. We have Harrisburg High versus M. Hoptep. I was lucky enough to be at the game last year with M. Hoptep. I honestly can't remember exactly who they played, but they are fire, and it is incredible environment to be in. And if you can't make it, you can tune into us on YouTube and everywhere else that we stream.
Absolutely looking forward to that. And right now you're looking at number 12, sending that ball off to number 6, that being Jake Graham.
Jake Graham.
From Seth Sullivan.
Jake Graham, I don't think we've said that name today, but they are mixing it up a little bit here on offense.
Let's see what we got right now at the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 10.
If there was a penalty there on that or not. If there was, I might have accidentally missed that. Thought they got some positive yards there on that catch.
And
we got a handoff to number 16, Colton Cassetta. And he is going nowhere. Actually, he went backwards 2 yards. Very good penetration by the front line of the Indians.
Absolutely not what they need at this point in time.
No, not at all. Especially when you're down 3 touchdowns with 5 minutes till halftime. You need to get every single yard and every single point you possibly can.
5 minutes ago, before we head into the second half of this game.
Let's see what the Mustangs come up with here on offense. Looks like they are going with 4 wideouts. See if they do. Looks like the running back is trickling out. Ball's knocked up in the air by the Indians, but caught.
Good recovery.
There's good concentration there by Jake Graham to at least prevent an interception. They do lose 2 more yards, though, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Good catch nonetheless. That looked like that could have been almost an interception in a way, but they do have some adjusting here. Down at the 31st yard line.
And bring up 4th and 12, correction. I said 3rd and 12. Indians are back to receive the punt. And it's fielded by number 7, and he skirmishes to the right, left, and he is out of bounds.
Steph Millett, man, you got to watch out. That guy can maneuver around some tight defense.
Steph Millett not only has speed, but he shows us that he has the juking skills, and he juked into the end zone earlier today. He had the 2nd touchdown.
Yeah. And so far, it's looking like Susquehanna's game, at least here in the first half. We'll see if things change around for the better for Southwestern. But right now, it's looking like Susquehanna's rolling high and mighty. Don't get too cocky.
If you're the Mustangs here, you definitely just want to prevent them from scoring again. You don't want to go into halftime being down 4 touchdowns. Ooh,
Absolutely. Ooh.
Great tackle there by number 16 of the Mustangs,
Yeah,
Cassetta.
good catch by Steph Millett, though. Being at the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, he was just not expecting that much defense to be right there.
Yeah, Millett yet again with another catch. He is a catching machine so far today.
Absolutely. Again, we mentioned number 6, Jake Graham. I mean, he seems like he's been at the right place at the right time for Southwestern. A few times we've seen him. So, let's see what we got right now. And that is a great connection right there at the 30-yard line. And caught by number, come on, turn around, buddy. I can't see ya. Number 1. Jared Kern.
Jared Kern, Evans the Kern. Has really good hands and really good speed there.
Absolutely. Now we're down at the 20, what was that, the 29, 28-yard line. First down and 10.
See what the Indians could do here. And he's back, and he's looking. He's scrambling. He's looking for the end zone.
Oh!
And it is dropped.
Oh, man.
Had it and dropped it. Jared Kern.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That was looking like a money shot.
Caught that pass at the highest point. Just couldn't come down with it. It was a very, very good play there by number 23 to Southwestern as Blake McMillan.
It was lined up nicely, though. Fantastic reading of the field. Could not ask for a better quarterback.
And that was a great play there by the Mustangs, and sometimes it might not be an interception, but sometimes you just need that one play just to break up the momentum of the other team, which the Indians obviously have right now, just to spark your team and maybe possibly get a sack here. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Okay, you saw an opening.
And the pass is over to number 3.
Number 3.
Zakir Leaks.
That was a good reading there. Absolutely great work.
You can definitely tell that they put in a lot of work. The wide receivers in this offensive altogether, they just seem to be really, really gelling this first game of the year, for sure.
Absolutely.
Team to keep your eye on.
3rd down and 6 to go at the 24th-yard line. And let's see what we got.
3 wideouts.
He's running, he's going, and
Wow.
he's taken down at the 10-yard line.
That was number 3.
Number 3, Zakir Leaks.
Zakir Leaks. And if there was fantasy football in high school, I would definitely have him in a PPR league, catching his receptions.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's something we need to come up with around here, like a fantasy football
yeah.
league just for high school, just for our area.
That'd be
awesome.
fantastic for scholarships.
And it's a
all that.
keeper by Evans. He's looking for blockers, and he's all by himself. A bunch of black jerseys, and he is smashed. But there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, he was trying to find that opening, and he just cannot get there in time. That defense came in strong and fast. A flag on the play.
And it looks like it might be a face mask possibly on the Mustangs. If so, we might be possibly seeing halfway to the goal, penalty-wise.
Yep, face mask. All right. That hurts, man. That hurts.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're probably around 10 penalties total throughout this whole entire game for both teams combined. Definitely not a great stat to have, but it is early in the year, and it's stuff that these teams can, these coaches can mark down, and their offensive coordinators and everybody else, and try to nip this stuff in the bud early in the year.
Right.
And here are the Indians.
Come on.
Rush to the right, and he is in for the touchdown.
Beautifully
Seville for a touchdown.
Seville at it yet again with a touchdown.
Yeah, foot unofficially puts him around 40, 50 yards rushing for the game and a touchdown.
Man.
He's the 4th player to score so far in this first half.
27-0. 1 minute and 42 seconds to go on the clock here for the first half of this game. And right now,
think that kicker's foot is getting a little bit tired from kicking all these extra points, man.
yeah, that's everybody's favorite guy, Gordon Bailey. And bada bing.
It's up and it's good. His leg might not hurt because he hasn't kicked any field goals, but he has kicked 4 extra points here so far, so I bet his toe is a little bit sensitive right now.
It gets there, but I mean, practice makes perfect, so who knows how bad that toe really is, man. It's like
turf toe maybe.
Exactly. Something he's just used to at this point in time,
Hey, we thank you guys for joining in yet again for Sports Shooting Stars in this broadcast, partnering with Roxamore Sports. Great to have you guys here with us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Multiple schools, one field. I mean, it is a beautiful event. Again, it's the 4th year of the Rose Bowl. And 5th year, I feel like the 5th year is like half the decade. They got to go big next year, They got to have the extravaganzas.
Yeah, I agree.
The floor field is in it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Totally. We got to do at least fireworks or something.
I was
like
thinking that. Yeah.
And the kick is off, and it is fielded by the Mustangs, and he will not get very far. About a 10-yard return before he is mauled, and another penalty flag.
Brooklyn Calcutt with that ball, number 11. Beautiful footwork, though. I mean, he looked like he was amped to maneuver past them, but, I mean.
Calcutt is incredible. He has great speed. He has great shiftiness. He just has great vision on the field, but when you don't have a lot of blockers in front of you, it's really, really hard to display those skills.
Absolutely. You need those blockers. If you're going to try to get that nice, clean breakthrough. It looks like he had the potential for that to happen, but when you're surrounded like that, you can't argue against physics, man. You can't argue against facts.
Yeah, one thing I got to say, and that is against the Mustangs penalty. And a lot of times, a lot of people want to, hate on the referees and think that their jobs are super easy. And a lot of people in this industry, it's harder than what it really looks. And in reality, it seems like a lot of these are great calls here so far. Nothing that you can really complain about team-wise or as a fan. It's just something that as these teams, as a team, if you're getting these penalties against you and you know that you guys are taking mental notes of that, that's just something that you have to improve on. It's something that you might not have as a good team chemistry at this time of the year.
Right. Absolutely. As we mentioned a number of times, those penalties can really eat away at you. So it's good just to be.
He's back and he throws and he connects for the Mustangs.
Nicely
Number
done.
20?
Nicely done. Number 20.
Kyle Stup.
I guess.
Kyle Stup.
Yeah, but it's just good to be in the know, Be absolutely cautious. And of course they are. I mean, saying this from a commentator's perspective, but when you're in the field, it's a whole different psychology, man. When you see people coming towards you, your brain's firing off a whole bunch of fight or flight responses, and it's really hard to make a decision, but sometimes the decision will lead to a flag, and that will cost your team. But so far, it's looking pretty good. I mean, despite everything that's been happening to Southwestern Mustangs, it looks like they do have some adjustment that they've made here. But is it enough is the question.
Yeah, let's hope at least they can get out of this and not give up any more points to Susquehanna Township, as they obviously can't afford that too much, being down 4 touchdowns already. If you don't score here, you at least want to possess the ball, keep it in your possession, and go into halftime only being down that 4 touchdowns.
Absolutely.
Sounds terrible, but it could be a lot worse here if you get a little bit sloppy or a little bit complacent and just keep doing the same thing you're doing. Maybe this is a good time of the game to try to mix it up a little bit. I don't know if they don't trust in their offensive line enough to be able to pass the ball, but we haven't seen any passes over 5 or 7 yards for the Mustangs. So I know they are a very, very good running team, but it would be nice when they have this 3 or 4 wide receiver spread set like they do in their formation right now, that they would actually pass the ball. And he's back.
Ooh, and
he
man.
is looking, and he had a wide open man that could have gone for a touchdown, but he overshoots him.
Man, yeah, that's what I was about to say. It looks like if they just send it out a little bit further, because I mean, I feel like at this point Susquehanna is expecting them to try to run it through, but if they could get that long-range artillery in there and make that connection happen, a pass like that to Jake Graham, that would have been just absolutely on the dot.
Yeah, and that would have been electric, and that would have gave Seth Sullivan, the new quarterback for the Mustangs, so much confidence. They'll get that connection later in the year.
Right.
At least he did get open, and they did break down the secondary of the Indians a little bit there. And it was nice to see at least a little bit of a shine for the Mustangs offense receiving core.
Jake Graham catches that ball down at the 25th yard line.
Yeah, Sullivan to Graham, that is a tandem to watch for throughout this entire year. They both are showing incredible skills so far for the Mustangs offense.
Minute and 5 seconds to go. They can make something happen. But definitely a lot of adjustment to make in the second half of this game. Right now,
I'd like to see some, even just some quick passes and some blocking on the edges and stuff like that for the Mustangs here, just to try to get something clicking. They haven't really gotten 2 plays back-to-back where they've been super productive throughout the day so far.
Absolutely. And kicking that off with a shotgun formation. And they did gain some ground.
Casetta for about 5 yards. Looks like the Mustangs are content with maybe running possibly one more play here before halftime, keeping it on the ground and not making any mistakes.
Yeah, 25 seconds. Let's see what you got.
And we don't see the play clock here, so they might not even have to run a play, and it doesn't look like they have to before halftime.
Okay. All right.
And if I'm Coach Tony Schiermeyer, I'm probably okay with going into halftime too, only being down four touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, those risky decisions can really cost you too also. So it's best to play it safe. But really, overall, that was a fantastic display of power and defense from Susquehanna Township. Southwestern Mustang, we see your potential. It just got to polish off some dust, and let's see what you got in the second half of this game. Stay tuned with us here on Roxamore Sports Live, partnered with
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
See you around after these messages.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
I'm Dr. John Deitch, WellSpan Health orthopedic surgeon. WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on to get you back to your best. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. That's why we're the official sports medicine provider for this team, that team, and your team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
You already know who it is. Uh-oh, it's audio. Got AI and Roxamore up in here. We just can't quit, baby. Come on. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Get Roxamore for life, I just won't change it. Aggress from AI, y'all just gon' bang it. Reach the highest peak like the mountain of Everest. So that settle it. Questions, any left? Never been a day when I back down from anything. Man's on another level, here for the many dreams. I'm destined for greatness, the ground's gon' test ya. I can't give in cause I thrive off pressure. Tryna walk with the legends and for that I'm sorry. Be rough like Jigga or Peace Bob Marley. I can be like Jordan, let the game do the talking. Or be up on the moon and be with MJ walking. Got a strong presence like the new Dodge Charger. Maybe I'll incorporate like S. Carter. Measure my success, I just try harder. No competition cause I blew 'em off the wall. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Yeah.
Go verse lyrical two-piece, I box the ball. Pittsburgh audio with Roxamore. Shut down, homie, go and say what?
Roxamore Sports Live here at the Rose Bowl, actually, here at the small stadium for the Rose Bowl event, 4th year. And right now we're watching a fantastic game between Susquehanna's Indians and the forget the name just that quick like that, Southwestern Mustangs. Roxamore Sports Live here alongside with
Sports Shooting Stars. My name is Ashley Edwards. Thank you guys for being here so far in this first half, and it's been an incredible game so far. Not so much for Southwestern, but for Susquehanna Township, their offense has been on fire.
Absolutely, and we have seen some really great plays here by Southwestern as well, but I mean, mostly just Susquehanna. They're just absolutely slamming it in this first half of the game. I mean, we saw the first touchdown by Torrin Evans, number 15, and then of course, as you mentioned, he's probably has a sore toe by now, but we saw over, let's see, so far 4 extra points by Gordon Bailey. And then 2 touchdowns by Steph Millette, 1 in the first quarter and 1 in the second quarter. And so far, it is a rough game here for Southwestern, but they do have some adjusting to make. Hopefully they take away some notes from the first quarter, for the first and second quarter. But it seems like they're kind of going with the same formula, which is kind of costing them. We have some lost ground from them, as well as from Susquehanna, but it just seems like they're just trying to run it through a very tight defense, and it seems like Susquehanna's actually kind of like saying it's predictable. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It just seems like they don't have Susquehanna Township on their toes at all. It just seems like they keep going with the same game plan over and over and over. It almost seems like they keep using the same format, the same wideouts, the same spreads. Need to mix it up a little bit here in the second half. They are a very good running team. It just seems like they haven't found their identity yet on offense. They haven't found that one receiver. I know Calcutt has taken a couple quarterback sneaks himself, even though he's designated and listed as a wide receiver. But they need to find something clicking on here on offense, and their defense actually hasn't played terrible, as you would think. The score is 28-0, but their defense hasn't played terrible. We have seen at least 1 sack from the Mustangs defense there.
Right.
Just got to get stuff clicking on offense, and if you're Susquehanna Township, what do you really change? You can only work on things that you want to nitpick on yourself that you might have thought that you didn't do good throughout that game, that first half. But really, what didn't you do good if you scored 4 touchdowns already in 1 half in a tournament with this magnitude?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is just absolutely rough for Southwest. But again, if they can just switch up a little bit on their offensive strategy. Their defense is looking great, but the offensive strategy, that's really where the issue's at. If they can just switch some things up, that can really turn this game around. And it's not too devastating. 28-0. We saw it in the last game. They managed to turn things around just within 1 quarter. You can definitely do that within 2 quarters. We do see a lot of great chemistry between the quarterback and Jake Graham for Southwest. Graham seems to he's really usually at the right place at the right time. We did see 1 missed opportunity from him. Unfortunately, that would have been just a fantastic show had he actually caught that ball at I believe it was the 45th yard line or 50-yard line. There was not a whole lot of issues in terms of the defense he had to deal with. He would have had a clean breakaway, but unfortunately that connection just was not there. That's more of an execution issue, but nonetheless, that lineup, that reading between the quarterback and Graham, that was absolutely on the money. And that was completely against what Susquehanna was expected. That could be the way forward, but I don't know exactly what the strategy is. We might be flabbergasted and find out the way they've been playing is actually the way forward. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm interested.
Yeah, absolutely. I am too. Susquehanna Township, just Zahir Leaks, unofficially, he has at least 4 or 5 catches here in the first half, and he has incredible hands, incredible athleticism. I've seen him be shifty throughout this game. I've seen him run really, really, really good routes. Somebody to keep your eye on for the rest of this year for sure. Like you said, Torian Evans, he had that rushing touchdown earlier and ended up keeping it for a quarterback sneak, went in from about 10, 12 yards out. So they're playing incredible so far here as a unit on offense and defense. It's hard to nitpick anything they have or haven't done good so far. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, from what I can see from both sides, be fair, they are reading the plays really well. The quarterback, they absolutely know where to send the ball. It's just a matter of just trying to get through some tight defense. But we did see a lot of fouls that did cost either team. A lot of delayed plays that just kept feeding them alongside the field here. However, there's room for adjustment. There is room to change. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to happen within the next 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Before the second half of this game begins. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live, partnered with, I keep forgetting your network.
Sports Shooting Stars? Yeah.
Sports Shooting Stars. And, of course, we have our other partner here, Niche TV.
Niche
Network.
TV, yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we appreciate all you fans in YouTube land and Instagram tuning in to us on Facebook. We appreciate all you guys. We couldn't do what we do without you guys watching these great broadcast in this great stadium. York Suburban is also hosting games. You guys mentioned earlier you were there with the Canadian team. So we've had incredible sports, and I'm so glad that the football season is here. As a fan and as an announcer, I truly appreciate all these fans that come out and support their sports athletes. We appreciate everybody that even the referees. We appreciate everybody that even like preps these fields. I mean, the people the janitors and everybody, like this literally couldn't happen without all you people. So I personally and we personally at Sports Shooting Stars and Roxamore appreciate all you guys for all of your efforts to support local sports.
Absolutely, and special shout out to the Scouters as well, providing dreams, support for dreams, anyways.
Yeah,
So,
how many guys did we mention earlier that already had a commit to UMass, Syracuse, these huge colleges, and none of that would be happening without having eyes out there. And who knows, there could be recruiters here that we don't even know about that are watching this tournament this whole entire weekend.
You and I have some bragging rights if we get to say we covered the guy that's in the NFL now.
yeah, absolutely. Last year we had a couple games where we interviewed guys that were committed to some really huge colleges, and it's kind of cool to see them in college now and say, wow, I got to not only watch them but like broadcast that game where that player that was so incredible there is at the next level. Who knows? They might be in the NFL someday.
Absolutely. And again, we are here today as well as tomorrow, Saturday. You said there's a big game coming up Saturday that's going to be absolutely ecstatic. So Saturday's tomorrow in case you guys are forgetting what the calendar's like. But thank you for joining us here for the Rose Bowl, 4th year. And again, if we have of course we have a 5th year. I'm just saying we should go big. It's half the decade, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. even if we got to go with just sparklers first, and then they progressively get better and get some fireworks, and then some bigger fireworks, maybe year 10. You know?
Exactly. Live music, you know. Hey, it's all good, man. But anyways, we're gonna kick things into gear in just about 3 minutes. We're gonna head for a little quick break, rest of voice. Getting dehydrated. I know you're getting dehydrated, so
absolutely.
Stay tuned with us here on Roxamore Sports Live.
Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you.
Special day, April 10th. You know, God has used me in multiple ways. I can't describe it. I'm walking in my dream. I'm grateful and I'm honored. I give God all the praise, all the honor, all the glory right out the gate. We went from small time business to having multiple businesses. We own our home. We have an office on the north side, and we now have our second commercial space here in Homewood. There's a door right there to get in. I ain't doing it that way. I'm gonna do it this way. Look. So I give God God praises first. And let everything else follow. Roxamore Sports boxing program will manifest itself here, and this will be the home of the Formula A1 boxing gym.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Roxamore Sports Live here at the small stadium here in York, PA for the Rose Bowl. Second half of this game between Susquehanna and Southwestern Mustangs, Susquehanna Indians. I'm Maximilian Kiefer, joined here with the one and only
Ashley Edwards with Sports Shooting Stars, and we've had an incredible first half so far. A little bit of lopsided score here, 28-0, favoring the Susquehanna Township Indians. See if Coach Tony Scheimeier of Southwestern Mustangs can get something going here for his offense, as they will receive the kick here in the first half.
Yeah, indeed. It's been a rough start here for Southwestern Mustangs, but they have time. They have time. 2 quarters to go, 12 minutes on the clock, and right now it is, in case you're coming in late, it is the Susquehanna Indians that are in the lead, 28-0.
And we got Brooklyn Calcutt back to receive the kick, which goes out of bounds.
Good juice, but wrong direction. So with kickoff being out of bounds, it's
ball be placed on the 30-yard line for the Mustangs. If you're the kicker there of Susquehanna Township, just a little mental error there. Just try to get it to the sideline and went a little bit too far.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us. And let's see what we got here. Down at the 35-yard line, first down and 10.
Let's see what the Mustangs can get together here and see how much penetration the Susquehanna Township Indians can get against them. 4 wide receivers set here for the Mustangs.
Oh, flag on the play.
Got him with the hard count.
Yeah, I saw that too also. That's
Seth Sullivan, first year as the quarterback, with the hard count there, and keep that up throughout the whole entire year, and you will rack up the penalties like crazy against these teams.
Yeah, that was that's 5 yards, definitely gift wrapped for Southwest. Well, let's see if the Susquehanna Indians can maintain the great defense that we've been seeing throughout the whole first half.
And Mustangs here in a 3 wide receiver set. With a handoff.
Okay, I'm liking it.
Anthony Frazier rumbles down to the 47-yard line.
That was a good run.
It's a 12-yard gain there. Nice to see the Mustangs offensive line get a good push against this incredible defensive line of the Indians.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been seeing them kind of just stagnated, just down below the 50-yard line for the first half for so many other plays. But right now, it looks like they have a good shot here.
To be honest with you, I don't think the Mustangs made it past midfield in the first half on their offensive takes so far. That handoff is stopped in the backfield. Unfortunate loss there for the Mustangs of about a half yard. And bring up 2nd and 10.
It's looking kind of like the business as usual with the Southwestern so far, but let's see if that changes up. Add some more things to the menu, you know.
And we got Colton Cassetta here in the backfield. He ends up becoming a blocker and a dangerous pass there. Almost picked off by number 14, Raymond Sweat of Susquehanna Township. That was extremely dangerous.
That must look like a sure thing. I mean, he had his hands almost around the ball. It just had he secured that. That would have been just absolutely devastating for the Southwestern Mustangs. But physics worked against him in that play.
Trying to fit that into a window that wasn't big enough to fit there, and gave the Mr. Sweat an opportunity there to pick that off.
Absolutely. Let's see what action we got, and we have
a timeout here, Susquehanna Township.
And so far, so good here for Susquehanna Indians. It looks like a sure thing. And you said it's been 19 years since the last time they played against each other. I mean, that is quite a distance. And
yeah, 2006. I mean, District 3 and 35-34. So at that time, 19 years ago, it's kind of cool to see how many years later these teams are a little bit unevenly matched. But back then, obviously, they were head-to-head at that moment. Can't forget, though, that both these teams did make the playoffs last year. Matchup last year, they both made District 3 playoffs last year, 4A and 5A. Both lost in the first round of the playoffs. So they're looking to make another run back to these district playoffs again, hopefully.
Absolutely. And it's not too shabby, I got to say. It's the potential certainly is there. Again, there's a lot of growing pains, but that was a brutal tackle. Nicely done, though. Carried by 16.
Colston Cassetta.
Cool name. I like that.
Seems to be their bread and butter there.
And they made it at the 50-yard line.
Calcutt, Sullivan. A lot of names to remember if you're a Mustangs fan later in this year, as we probably will be broadcasting more of your games. I do not have those in front of me currently.
Let's see what we got.
Punting situation here for the Mustangs. 4th and 8.
And
nice high punt. Great bounce. And it goes out around the 5.5 yard line.
10 minutes to go. There's room to adjust.
Yeah, efficiently, that was about a 50-yard punt there.
Looks like we have a player down. That looks like it's number 2 of the Susquehanna. Seville, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's definitely a name that we've had said earlier today plenty of times. As he's had 1 touchdown, and I don't have the official yards here. As I said earlier, I know he has at least 40 to 60 rushing yards, and he has caught a couple passes himself. So he is a threat to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
For the Susquehanna Township Indians. Somebody you definitely don't want to see down like that for your team. Don't want to see anybody down like that, but especially one of your best players and best offensive weapons you have. And it's nice to see him get up there. Looks like it could be a possible calf injury or probably just a cramp, possibly.
Absolutely. Judging by his body language, it looks like it's nothing too serious, but at the same time, health comes first above everything else.
Absolutely. And Susquehanna Township, for the first time in this game, is feeling the heat as the Mustangs have most of this game on offense, starting from way back into their own end zone, close to it. Actually starting off on the 5-yard line.
It's
Actually,
definitely risky.
almost a 5 wide receiver set here with 5 offensive linemen.
Good pass, good pass.
Pass is complete and caught by number 1, Jarrett Kern. Evans to Kern. We've heard a little bit of Evans. I'd say at least 4 or 5 different offensive players have caught a ball for the Indians today, so they are showing their versatility on offense for sure.
Right.
Running game hasn't really clicked greatly so far. They had a couple good rushes earlier. Evans did rush for a touchdown. I'm sorry. Yeah, Evans rushed for a touchdown himself earlier. And he's feeling the heat from the Mustangs defense here. It's a safety situation, but he does get out of the end zone. He is sprinting up to the 15. And he is tackled around the 17-yard line by a gang of Mustangs.
Didn't gain that much distance there, but it's definitely a heart stopper because it looked like that could have definitely went the opposite direction as intended for them. But
yeah, it was great pressure there by the Mustangs, and you got to be happy as the coach or a fan of seeing that for sure. Brings up a 2nd and 1.
Absolutely.
About 9:09 left here, 3rd quarter.
Just 1 yard to go. They can make it happen. It's not too bad out in terms of weather. Right now it's cooling down. Actually, that probably cuts down on the atrophy of the athletes a little bit, I would imagine, because the sun wasn't too bad today, but definitely is taxing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the humidity is definitely still there this time of year for this area. Can't get away from that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You go out west, heat is heat, and hot is hot, and here heat is humid, and hot is humid. Everything is humidity.
Yeah, absolutely. And that pass is looking great. Connection was there. Can't, I'm getting tumbling over my words here.
Jarrett Kern yet again.
Thank you.
Evans the Kern. And if you're a Susquehanna Township Indians fan, you might want to get that tattoo. Evans to Kern. Hear that a lot this year.
Absolutely. Phenomenal player, phenomenal team.
Absolutely. And they're displaying that so far. This score could be a little bit more lopsided than what it is, but Southwest defense has kept them in this game for sure. They just got to get it clicking on offense.
Back to Kern, and he's standing, and not for much longer. 15 pushed him out. 15 being Torin. Actually, I lied to you. Let me rewind it here. 15 being Ryder All.
It was a great tackle there by the Mustangs. See if they can get some pressure here on Evans and possibly get a turnover of any type at this point in time. Fumble running for a touchdown would be incredible, or tip pass, or more than likely, hopefully, an interception if you're a Indians fan.
Absolutely. And 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line. Torin sends it off to number 5.
Kent Yoder.
Nicely done. A good call there by Torin.
Yeah, and Evans is definitely showing off his arm. He has incredible arm strength.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's just been making good calls overall throughout this whole game. I mean, again, you can't ask for a better quarterback than that.
Yeah,
but,
kudos to the coach making good play calls and the players capitalizing on these play calls so far. It's been incredible.
Right. And the defense by Southwest is actually holding pretty firm. They're actually keeping them down below the 40-yard line, but there is progression here, and just like that, they've gained more ground. Number 22, wonderful run, that being Ian. Oh, actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Xavier Riviera.
That was a great block. Got the edge marked off there, and great run there by
Xavier.
That's something we haven't seen throughout this game so far. They have been really, really good at throwing these quick outs and stuff and getting very good blocks by their ends, tight ends and stuff, but it was really nice seeing a couple runs like that.
And here we go. And snapback is looking good, and 27 has that ball. He's taken down. Number 27 being, let's see here. Gotta look at the roster. Oh.
I think that was actually Xavier Rivera again, I believe. 22.
22. Okay, that 2
Yeah,
was looking like
no
a 7.
problem.
Okay, I was gonna say he's not on the roster.
That's why we're collaborating together, man. We got to have each other's backs in these situations.
I appreciate you. Because that has happened to me a few times. So we got that phantom number coming on there, and then I don't see it on the roster. I'm starting to panic. I'm like, who is that?
Let's see here. Susquehanna Township almost at midfields. More specifically around the 47-yard line. A 4 wide receiver set.
Okay, all right. Gain some ground. Not too much, though. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Up to hand the ball off there to number 9, Sincere Little John. It's the first time we've said that name this game.
It looks like we have a player that is down. That looks like, if my eyes serve me correctly, 78, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it looks like 78 or 70.
That is 78. Mistaken, that would be Dylan Shower. I could be wrong, though.
Let's cross our fingers and pray for him that he's okay.
Absolutely. And again, health comes first. Always appreciate the grind, but don't grind yourself that way, you know? Prioritize your health. That is number 70. Number 70, actually, is Jake Zumber. We wish him a speedy recovery. And good work, man. Good work. It's definitely not easy. Doing a skirmish, it's definitely not easy doing the official season, but when you're out here with your team, you know, there's a lot to adjust. There's a lot of coordination that you guys got to get down after the game. You know, there's a lot of room for discussion, but nonetheless, they are holding firm. It's looking good for mostly Susquehanna, but their defensive pressure from Southwest is actually, it looks like it's improving, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would totally agree with you, honestly. They played pretty good so far throughout the game, but it seems like in these last couple of drives, they've really gotten it together. Hopefully they can get it together here and maybe create a turnover. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
And the snap count there got
Yikes.
Southwest jumping off sides. Looked like number 55 went over the line a little bit too early there. Braden Widener for Southwest.
Okay.
Unofficially, probably around 12 penalties in this game. It almost seems like it's equal for both teams here.
Yeah. A lot of wasted potential and a lot of gift wrapping. That's I got to say for the opponents when that happens. But, they just got a penalty. Hey. Just get off my bones.
3rd down and 10 here for the Indians. 4 wide out set again. Number 22 in motion. Xavier Rivera.
Wait, look at that
And
pass.
he zooms it down the field. And that is a catch by Kern. Evans to Kern. Connection. Looks like Kern's a little bit shaken up, and he will go down and need some attention. Looks like it might be more of a cramping calf than anything.
Right. But a great pass. I mean, that was an 80-yard pass right there. That was caught at the 40-yard line, shot from the 40-yard line. Beautifully done.
And Kern takes a little break there. He's definitely earned that.
Most definitely. And again, we always talk about the chemistry between the quarterback and the receivers, and we most certainly have seen that with Torin and Kern. That connection has certainly been there, and it's been proven fruitful throughout this whole game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can't agree even anymore. Kern has been incredible. They've showed that they're very versatile on offense. Seville had a touchdown earlier. Mallet had a touchdown, and Torin Evans had that rushing quarterback keeper touchdown earlier. As you said, Jarrett Kern is somebody to keep your eye on all year long. Xavier Rivera has had a couple catches so far this game also. So this Susquehanna Township offense is something to keep our eye on throughout this year. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't add more players to the list that we talked about earlier that might be getting scouted this year that might not have already gotten scouted. The commit of Yendor Mack, I know he had a sack earlier. His commit to UMass, Temple, Syracuse, or not to mention a couple other colleges that have kept their eye on the Susquehanna Township Indians team. Not to say that that the Mustangs aren't going to get any recruits this year either, whether it's D2, D3. It honestly doesn't matter which school you go to. If you can go to the NFL or any other level, you can start out at a D2 and make your way to a D1 if it needs to be a stepping stone for you. So it all starts right here, folks. And kids, if you're paying attention, don't ever give up.
Absolutely. Oh, and good tackle there at the 41st yard line. It was caught by number 2. Good to see him back on the field here.
Yeah, and that was another collaboration there between number 2 and number 23, Blake McMillan, for the Mustangs.
Seville with the catch. We saw him out earlier. I guess
it's good to see him back in there. Like you said, it's that time of year. You're doing two-a-days and stuff like that. It's a lot of training. It's a lot of hard work on your body, and you got to stay hydrated in this humidity.
Absolutely. Good snapback and quarterback.
Evans is looking. He is firing. He's wide open, but he is a little bit out of bounds.
Yeah.
After the quarterback there, you do lead the wide receiver, but you can't leave him past the sideline, or that does not count, unfortunately. Led Raymond Sweat there a little bit. We said that name a couple of times earlier this game, but he hasn't had too many catches yet. Definitely showed his speed there and his good route running.
Absolutely. 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go on the clock here for the third quarter. 3 downs, third down rather, and 12 yards to go. The momentum is most certainly building here for Susquehanna.
Yeah, man in motion there. Number 22's looking for the ball.
Beautiful.
Decides against that and completes the pass to Josh Nengid.
They had 5 yards and they lost 5 yards. Taken from 35 back to 40.
Eli Stocky with the stop for the Mustangs.
Less than 5 minutes to go.
And we have a lot of other games on tap for you guys this weekend that we will get to here in a little bit. York High being one of them, playing Central Dauphin East, which will be coming up after this game is concluded.
And as always, thank you for joining us here on these 2 live streams. We have, of course, our partner, Niche TV Network. And this is Roxamore Sports Live, and of course I'm joined by, I keep forgetting your name.
Ashley Edwards, and I'm with Sports Shooting Star, Todd Miller and Dude Jones, Marcellus Gutwalt. You will hear a little bit of commentating from all of us throughout the weekend. We actually have a gentleman named Jay that's going to join us for a game tomorrow. He will be with me. So you have incredible sports in an incredible state, in an incredible stadium here at Smalls Field. And the action doesn't stop after this tournament is even over this weekend. This is just the spark that maybe per se lights the firework for the year. Absolutely. For the high school football season.
Absolutely. What a great way to start off the official season. And with such intensity, too. Multiple schools, one field. And there's a snapback, and
the punt is up, and it is.
And nicely caught there. I didn't see who caught that ball, though.
I think it was fielded by Brooklyn Calcutt. He seems to be their return man today. Didn't make it too far, probably about 5 yards, and the Mustangs will start off 1st and 10.
Down so far on the field, it's going to be quite a run. They can do it within 4 minutes. But a gap like that, 28-0. But as a coach always told me, always play like you're 1 point behind, whether you're 50 points behind or 50 points ahead. Always just play like you're 1 point behind, give it your all in all the whole way through.
Good advice, man. Take that the whole way throughout your life and anything in life, especially sports. But going to be tough here for the Mustangs as they're starting out at the 12-yard line. They did make it out to the 50-yard line earlier, which is an accomplishment for this offense. They did have some positives there in the first half. It looks like we have a quarterback keeper here.
Mm-hmm.
And he is speeding down the sideline, 40, 35, 25, 10, Touchdown, Mustangs.
Beautiful. Nicely
Southwest
done.
Mustangs. Wyatt Carball for 88 yards from the 12 from the line of scrimmage first play.
Beautifully done, beautifully done. The first touchdown here for the Southwestern Mustangs. Beautifully done.
Credit to that Southwest Mustangs front line, man. That was incredible blocking against a great defense that has shut them down this whole entire game until right now. Yeah, and it seemed like once Carball got to about the 35-yard line, he was like, "Nope, you are not catching me, man. I'm kicking this into fourth gear and possibly overdrive by the time I get to the end zone." I think I saw some fire coming out of them afterburners, man.
Absolutely. Oh, and we got another player down on the field here. Don't quite see the number. Yeah.
Looks like we're in Cramp City today, man. Welcome to Crampville at Smalls Field.
As long as no one's getting severely injured before the official season. I mean, I've seen some great players, unfortunately, out for the whole season, you know, walking around with that boot on the leg, cheering on the team on the sideline, but at the same time, you're missing some key players. I mean, that makes all the difference in the world. And, of course, it's kind of morbid for me to say, but it's also kind of a good opportunity for some bench warmers to get out there and show what they're made of. And,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. Don't want to see anybody get hurt, but this time of the year, it's hydration time, man. It's not December or November or whatnot when it's kind of a little bit colder out here and you're not going to have quite as many injuries and stuff, and just the hydration and stuff. These guys just getting into their routines and stuff. Just it's really, really important for them to stay hydrated and eat as healthy a diet as they can.
Absolutely. Here we have number 19. Going in for the extra point, that is Gavin Frame.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Nicely done. Making
it a 28-7 game, favoring the Susquehanna Township Indians. Mustangs with 7. 4:06 left here in the third quarter.
Nicely done there by Gavin Frame. I believe I'm saying that name correctly. If I'm not, please forgive me.
Yeah, I hope everybody out there on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook land, you guys are all enjoying this broadcast so far as we enjoy broadcasting to you. Get to visit all these incredible football fields throughout the whole entire season here in beautiful York County, where we take our sports extremely serious, especially football. A lot of good players have came out of this county. I know John Kuhn, for one, that played for the Green Bay Packers tight end. I know he's very good friends with somebody that I know very closely to me. Pretty incredible, actually, just to say that somebody that good had that much dedication and you actually know them like personally like that. So pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Great strong communities, great funding through sports programs. You know, it builds legends. I mean, legends, of course, have their own merit. Motivation, great people that are mentors along the way, but that funding that goes to these sports programs makes all the difference in the world as well.
Big time. Everything helps, and especially you guys watching out there in YouTube land, and just in general, we greatly appreciate you guys tuning in to us and supporting these local sports. As the Mustangs get ready to kick off, and they're going to go for an onside kick.
And caught there by number 19 of the Susquehanna Indians, that is Edwin Johnson. Oh boy, Edwin, I believe. It's a unique way of spelling Edwin.
Yeah, it is.
That threw me off a little bit.
We're gonna go with Ed for right now.
Yeah.
Disrespect. Alrighty, here we are. Yeah, see what Susquehanna Township can do here on offense. Their offensive line has been incredible so far this game, but Southwest has made their impact on defense too, with unofficially I saw at least one sack earlier, but they have gotten some pressure here on Evans so far today. See if they can slow down Jarrett Kern, because he is a receiving factor today. Still with a carry, gets nowhere. Possibly loses about a half a yard.
Yeah, good defense. They're motivated. We're certainly motivated now. 2nd down and 10 at the 46-yard line. And again, the updated score is now 28-7. Susquehanna still in the lead.
Susquehanna set up here in a 2 wide receiver set. Just 1 running back. He's throwing. Evans completed.
Nicely
Number
done.
5, Idris Kent Yother.
And takes him down to the 50-yard line.
I believe that's the second time that we've said Kent Yother's name today.
Indeed.
Definitely an incredible offensive display here so far by the South Susquehanna Township Indians. I think that's probably around the 4th or 5th wide receiver, or at least between running backs and wide receivers that I've seen catch a pass today. So Evans definitely knows how to spread the ball around for
Absolutely.
sure. And he is a seasoned senior, so no surprise there.
Yeah, great formation here.
Evans is back. Completed to
Here
number
we go.
5, and he is outrunning everybody. He's down to the 5, and he is tackled at the 3.
Man. Broke the guy's stride, but it looked like that was a sure thing. I was getting ready to say touchdown. It was off the top of my tongue, but beautiful tackle there.
We literally just said the name Kent Yother having about only 2 or 3 catches throughout this game until that one, and that was by far his furthest reception of the day. Probably totaling about 35 yards there, and he definitely showed his speed to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We got a 2 running back set here. Got Evans in the backfield.
Pushing through, and that defense is not having it. Pushing him back.
Number 22, Gary Mathis.
Strong defense. Looking at 2nd down and 4.
Good push up front there by the Mustangs, preventing them from getting it into the end zone.
It's going to be a tough go. They got 2 more.
See what they can do here from the 3-yard line. It's like they actually have Littleton in as the running back. Evans takes it and runs it and scores. That is his 2nd rushing touchdown as a quarterback today.
Beautifully done.
For the Indians.
That is the first touchdown here for the 3rd quarter by the Indians. Nicely done, and that was number 15.
And normally here at Sports Shooting Stars, we give out a player of the game. Kind of hard to call here for the Indians, but got to give the edge to Evans here so far. He has 2 touchdowns himself and has a couple that he's thrown to his teammates too. So that would be my I would be throwing him the ball in the locker room if it was my option of player of the game so far.
Absolutely agree with there. He's been making just great calls of where to send that ball at, and he knew exactly the right moments to try to run it through. Just overall, just great performance here today.
Yeah, no interceptions, and just good awareness of the field, good awareness of when the defense is collapsing, the offensive line that is around him. When that pocket collapses, even at this level, you got to have that conscious to be able to know what to do with the ball in that moment.
Absolutely. Gordon Bailey there also gets a special mention. He's been getting these extra points in. Beautifully done, just like that again.
He has 5 points of his own today.
Absolutely.
Those are crucial throughout the year, folks. In high school football, there's a lot of teams that go for short and 4th downs, and sometimes there's a lot of missed extra points, and then other teams have to go for 2-point conversions to try to make up for that. So don't really think that the little things like that in a game add up, and they really, really, truly do. Those extra points could end up biting you in the butt in the long run and actually costing you. Miss 7 of them in a game. That's a touchdown.
Yeah. That is like the most unfortunate thing sometimes. When you see a team clutch at the last second, they turn the game around, but they're down just by 2 points from previously, you know? It's like,
Yeah, and it's if you're Southwest, it's one of those things. You're down 4 touchdowns. In reality, I mean, you want to win these games. They mean a lot to you, these tournaments, but it's the first game of the year, so it's a learning situation for not only the coach who's been there for the last 5 seasons, but you had Roman who graduated last year, so you're starting off with a new quarterback, Seth Sullivan, and you have Roman going, so now you have had to try to find your new core of running backs and stuff, and it's really, really, really tough to get that chemistry and get that gelling this time of the year.
Absolutely. And good reception there by number 11 from the Southwestern Indians. That is number 11, Quincy Smith. Actually, I'm looking at the wrong roster here. Let me see. That is Brooklyn Calca.
Yeah, and he is a receiving fullback there today, man. He is incredible back there.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of action from Calcutt as well. Talk about MVPs. I mean, I feel like he would be one of them. At least gets a special shout out.
Big time. He's definitely a huge part of this Mustangs offense. I don't know how many times in the games that we announced for him that we said his name. Got a 3 wide receiver set to the right here for the Mustangs. 1 to the left. 1 running back.
Good.
And it looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper here. He's off to the right, looking for blocks and doesn't get any. Wyatt Carball for about 3 yards.
2nd down and 10. Yeah, he's gained some ground, but
Yeah,
not as
2nd and
much.
7.
2nd and 7. Okay. Yeah, didn't gain as much ground as he had in mind. 3 yards.
Approaching under a minute here in the 3rd quarter.
Let's see what they're going to go with. Just judging from the body language, it seems like they have a good idea in mind, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that just might be.
3 wide receiver set for the Mustangs.
He's going to try to run it through. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know, man. From my view, it didn't look like that might have been the best decision in that play. I mean, they took the risk.
Wyatt Carball comes up limping a little bit there for good reason. They keep running the quarterback sneaks, and it seems like if you're going to start running the ball up the middle a lot there, or even trying to dip it out to the sides a little bit, at some point in time, I feel like you have to trust in your receivers as an offense, and maybe if you're getting the box filled for Susquehanna Township and you're getting a lot of guys in the box when you're running the ball like that, or at least attempting to, at some point in time you have to take a shot down the field, I would say, and do some play action pass and try to get some of your wide receivers mixed into this.
And we have seen the potential there just for that. I mean, we have seen when they do try to make those wide passes, it proves fruitful. They gain ground, but we just haven't seen a lot of that. And,
and even if the wide receivers are catching the ball for Southwest, it just seems like they're not getting a lot of blocking from their edge tight ends and stuff like that. It's something that they're definitely going to have to work on. But we are here at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we got 1 more quarter left. Whether you're a fan of either one of these teams, or you're possibly a CD East fan or a York High fan, and I'm sure there's plenty of an overabundance of York High fans here that are probably soaking up this game and getting pumped up to see their Bearcats play in this next game, which I'm sure is going to be a great game also. As I said earlier, a lot of people around this area know that the season opening game for York High is usually CD East, so it seems to be a huge rivalry, and I'm sure the CD East fans feel the same way and are just as pumped as the Bearcats are.
Absolutely, absolutely. The potential certainly is there for them to turn this thing around within the last quarter, but I don't know.
Man, we got a little bit of Neil Diamond here to set the tone, so a little bit of Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba.
Absolutely. That's the one thing I love about these. The second thing I love the most about high school sports is definitely the bands, man. The live bands,
Can't beat that. Yeah, it was a completed pass there from Carball to Cassetta, Colton Cassetta, number 16. Not a very big gain there, but positive yards. Does bring up 4th down and 6.
Gaining some ground, just not as much as they need right now, but let me not speak too soon here. And sun is now setting.
Looks like the Mustangs are back to punt. Looks like number 54 has been consistently kicking so far this game.
And caught by nobody, but ball is down to the 20-yard line.
And Kern thinks about it, but decides not to, and the Mustangs down it at the 20-yard line. This will be a pretty incredibly long drive here if Susquehanna Township can connect here. If you're Southwest, your defense has to be a little bit tired at this point in time. Fatigue sets in, and the heat, the humidity, maybe excuses, maybe conditioning, and maybe just because your defense has been on the field for probably about 70% of this game so far. How Susquehanna Township has done an incredible job. I would be interested in seeing what the time of possession has been in this game from one team versus the other, but it's definitely favoring Susquehanna Township for sure.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, that scale is and tipped completely in their favor right now, but we shall see. In case some weight changes here in Southwest.
4 wide receiver set.
expectations.
Evans is back. He's looking for Kern, not surprisingly, but
Yeah.
a little bit out of reach there.
And again, when you have a good quarterback like that, I mean, it's like you said, it's going to be a long drive, but it's definitely something they can cover pretty quickly within just a minute. So
Yeah, and
let's see.
if you're a Southwest Mustangs fan, at this point in time, your clock is a little bit on your favor when Susquehanna Township makes these mental errors here, like they did there. If you're Susquehanna Township, if anything, you want to keep these plays productive, and you want to try to keep this ball in bounds. The last thing you want to do is play the clock game and give Southwest a little bit of hope and some clock there.
Right. As the clock bleeds out,
3 wide
potential
receiver
dies.
set. Handoff is to number 22.
And you got a flag on the play. Let's see what the refs call, because I didn't quite see it. At least not from my angle. We got an
Timeout
injury.
for an injury
Okay.
there. Number 23 for Southwest is down. Blake McMillan.
And as always, we wish him a good
Absolutely.
recovery. Again, cannot stress that enough. Hydration, stretching, all that matters. I mean, you're going against people that are like 180 pounds, 200 pounds, sometimes even heavier than that.
Yep.
And they're slamming in at you at a certain velocity. I mean, yeah, your body can only deal with so much wear and tear.
Absolutely. Doesn't
yeah.
matter how good a shape you're in. If you're not stretching, you're not hydrating in this humidity, it will kick your butt for sure.
Absolutely. But, I mean, overall, I mean, it's been a rough game here for Southwest, but I do see a lot of potential for them. I wish I could cover more games in the future just to see how they improve. But, I mean, we have seen some improvement in the second half of the game. Just changing the strategy. I mean, the defense is looking decent.
Right.
The offense, that's where the improvement needs to be, at least here in this game. I don't know how it is in the official season, but just from what I see right now, just changing the strategy, defy expectations.
I couldn't agree anymore. I mean, they have gotten a good push up front. I think they've only gotten 1 sack against Susquehanna Township. Do got to say that it looks like Susquehanna Township's offensive line is significantly a little bit more stout and bigger.
Right.
So Southwest might not play against teams that have as much potential up front as the Indians do. So
Right.
got to take that with a grain of salt, but take the positives out of this.
No, they most certainly do utilize their wide receivers.
Evans
and
is back, and he's looking, and he had a wide-open wide receiver, and he could not connect. That was number 7, Steph Mallet. We've said that game about 3-4 times throughout this game so far. Mallet has been a go-to of Evans.
Absolutely. The man has 2 touchdowns to his name.
And if not, I'm pretty sure, confident that if Mallet would have called that, I don't think anybody would have called him. I think this would be a 42-7 score, but
Absolutely.
fortunately for the Mustangs, couldn't connect there.
Yeah, he's gained his team 12 points in the first half of the game. Yeah, he definitely is a go-to receiver, and Torrens sends it off to number 3.
4 wide receiver set there. Evans to number 3.
Zykier Leaks.
Nice catch there by Leaks. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the first down by about a yard. Gain of 9. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's getting there. 11 minutes to go on the clock. 3rd down and 1 at the 48-yard line.
And Susquehanna Township here with a 3 wide receiver set. Pardon me, 4. 2 wide receivers in the slot, 1 running back. Handoff is to number 22. He's looking for room on the left side. He makes it.
Aye.
And he steps out of bounds.
Yeah.
Number 22.
Man, I could hear the
Xavier Rivera.
It was looking like that was a sure thing, but I mean, when you step out, it's all said and done at that point. But he did gain some ground here.
That was an incredible run there by Rivera. And they're on the 35-yard line.
First down and 10, and
No huddle to number 14. Evans to 14. Raymond Sweat.
Great defense there. Great defense. It looked like he could have potentially got a nice clean breakaway, but defense denied that. Number 14, Raymond Sweat. We'll go with Raymond.
Just enough for a first down there for Susquehanna Township Indians. Evans.
Oh.
The handoff is Xavier Rivera. Good stop there by the Mustangs.
First and 6. Or actually, line to 2nd and 6.
Evans with 4 wideouts. Running back number 9, Little John.
Here we go.
Decides to go to the end zone, and it is caught
What do they call that?
for a touchdown. Number 3, Zakir Leaks.
Just barely in there, but nicely done, Zakir Leaks.
A little bit of collaboration there by the referees, and they decided that that was good.
Absolutely.
Got his foot down before he was pushed out of bounds, making this a 41-7 game. Susquehanna Township over the Mustangs.
And he gets his first touchdown in here. Nicely done, nicely done.
Here comes your boy, number 99, to kick this point again, man.
Absolutely. And so far, he's been 100% on it today.
One more touchdown, and he will have 7 points, equivaling the same point total as a touchdown itself.
Nice, nice. And just like that, he gets it in there, 42. Nicely done there.
Wow, that is incredible. I mean, you just saw the route running there. You saw the separation from wide receiver to cornerback, and you saw the awareness of Evans putting the touch on that ball, just the perfect amount in the back of the end zone there.
Absolutely.
That was awesome. Zahir Leaks. It seems like as soon as Susquehanna Township finds somebody that Evans meshes with, they go back to him.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't seem like he just catches one pass. It seems like not even 2 or 3 plays later, that same exact wide receiver is catching another pass. It's incredible how the vision of Coach Hayden here.
Yeah, no, the coach definitely knows his team quite well and how they perform in.
And you read the defenses, and you see that one weak point or the weak points. Maybe if it hasn't been done statistically by that defense, but you see that one weak point, you just go for it, the jugular.
Absolutely, and it looks like a pretty good run here, and that defense is coming in strong. He's still standing. Oh, he's going down to the 20-yard line. Beautifully done there, caught by number 17.
And that was Brooklyn Calcutt on the carry.
Yeah. My eyes play tricks on me.
That was DeAndre Ward with the tackle. And we're at 9:22 left in the 4th quarter of this game. Getting prepped and ready, and maybe making your popcorn ahead of time for the Bearcats' first game of the year here against CD East.
Absolutely. It's
collaborating here with Roxamore Sports.
Absolutely.
I'm live on Nietzsche TV Network.
And like you said, we just got to absolutely appreciate all this coverage of all these networks like yours and Nietzsche TV, Roxamore Sports Live, everybody that organized this event. I mean, because scouts are watching.
Huge. Huge. It takes everybody, man. It takes all of us, and takes people supporting local sports, and here we are. It's incredible.
And of course, there's the audience participation. You guys on the other side, your viewership is a form of encouragement and endorsement.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, and that last play there, the Mustangs had a gain of 5 yards on that rush. That was number 10 gets the ball for the Mustangs. And,
taken out.
Almost the horse collar, but got him up around the neck area there. That was number 10, Chris Garrett.
Yeah, good run, absolutely.
Yeah, he has some speed for sure. Yeah, brings up 3rd down, no gain, 3rd and 5.
You haven't seen a whole lot from Chris Garrett, but From what I saw, that was a good sample. Definitely a good sample.
Yeah, at this point in time, I mean, if you're Southwest, maybe you're just getting players in there that we haven't heard the names of so far, just to get their feet wet, per se.
Quick huddle discussion and resuming back to action. Let's see what they have in mind. Are they going to go deep?
3rd and 2, possibly here. Yeah, 4 wideouts. It is a possibility to go deep. And it looks like they might not have gotten it off in time. Referees are about to interpret that.
Yeah, full start.
Yeah, penalty against Mustangs. And if you're an Indians fan, you always take those free negative yards appreciatively.
And it's regressing. Here we go. Give it your best shot no matter what. I want to see some action. At least go out with a bang.
So that would make it 3rd and 7.
Flag on the play.
And another penalty. That handoff was the number 1, Anthony Frazier, and he was leveled at the 19-yard line.
A face mask penalty.
It's like a face mask against Susquehanna Township.
Man, that is eating away at the potential there. But the penalty goes to Susquehanna. Or goes against them, rather.
And as the saying goes, you can't do that.
Let's see if it works in the favor of Southwestern Mustangs. But time is of the essence. Right now it is bleeding out. We have 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Susquehanna is looking like they're in a pretty comfortable position, but we would just want to see everybody give it the best shot. And so far, it's been looking pretty good. Just
and if you're Southwest, you're happy with getting any offensive first downs that you can there. Any penalties are greatly appreciated at this point in time for how much their offense has not done.
Absolutely. And
it looks like another penalty there. Looks like the hard count got the Indians jumping off sides.
I
think that would be considered maybe an eye for an eye there, you know, a little bit of jumping off sides and a little bit of false starting on both sides of the ball there for each team.
Absolutely, yeah, we've seen you go back and forth kind of. And let's see what we have. Ooh!
Handoff to Anthony Frazier, rumbles and doubles down.
Ay.
Looks like we got another Susquehanna Township player down here.
That's number 1, is that?
Looks like number 7, Steph Mallet. He's been an incredible factor for Susquehanna Township so far throughout this game, particularly more on offense, receiving the ball. Looks like it might be a hamstring cramp or injury possibly.
Right. Either or, it's definitely not comfortable, but as you mentioned, he's been instrumental in this whole game. I mean, yeah, like you said, if you were to make like a MVP announcement, it's really hard to say when it comes to the Susquehanna team. As for Southwest Mustangs, I mean, we've mentioned some people around here that have been really doing good. We had Carbow.
Yeah, Wyatt Carbow.
Yeah. And,
he's been great. Calcutt has been great. The Blake McMillan. He's been great so far, too, for the Mustangs.
Right.
Got to take the positives out of this game, you know, and even if you haven't been super productive in this game, maybe you're watching your teammates that have been productive, and you can take something from that, get coached up on throughout the week before your second game next week.
Yeah. And Jake Graham, that was the other name I was struggling to remember.
Yes.
Yeah, Jake Graham, he's been...
And he's looking down the field, and it's completed. He's to the 10, the 5, and touchdown!
Just as it's mentioned, yeah.
Jake Graham, you said his name, you prompted it, and he scored.
Nicely done, Jake Graham.
Sullivan to Graham. How many times we were going to say Evan to Kern for Susquehanna Township, and didn't know how many times we were going to say Sullivan to Graham for Southwest. Southwest not going away here, 35-13, trying to tack on the extra point to make it 14.
Absolutely. Nicely done, though. Nicely done. Okay, we're looking
And
at
there you are. If you're Susquehanna Township, you got burnt on the edge there, and that's something that those coaches, whether you're ahead 3 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns, that's something that's going to also be addressed for the Indians.
most certainly. And
Kick is up, and it's good.
good. Okay, number 19.
Really nice to see these kickers, too. There hasn't been any missed extra points, which means these offensive lines are blocking really well on these extra point attempts, and these kickers are connecting.
Absolutely. Yeah, beautifully done there. That was kicked in by number 19, Gavin Frank. So now it's 14-42.
And we get to hear the great instrumentals of this band, and you only get to carry that into college. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe, and I know for a fact the Ravens. I had a friend that I played softball with a very long time ago that played in the Ravens band. So it's kind of cool. I guess it does
really?
I guess it doesn't stop in the NFL. I just don't think every single team has a band, but
Yeah.
does add a good vibe to the crowd here and just the environment.
Absolutely. Even when I'm watching it from the other team, if I'm a fan and I hear the other band has a really good, the other team has a really good band, it gets me pumped.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
High school football at its best, folks. And here we are.
Okay. And
And it's going to be fielded by Kern at the 18-yard line. Skirmishes up to the 30, and he is tackled at the 36 as a return of 20 yards. Good stop there by number 8, Jaden Mofer for the Mustangs.
5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. You got to get the bow tie on this package.
Yeah, get these Mustangs out there. I'm sure this defense is a little bit winded by now, but this is the time of the game where, winners win, man. Even if you're losing
Absolutely.
right now, make a positive mark for your team and your teammates and your coach, and make a statement for this crowd.
Absolutely.
See if they can penetrate this offensive line. Evans at the 3, wide receiver set. Hands it off. Number 9, Sincere Littlejohn. The gain of about 4 yards. And bring up 2nd and 6. And Susquehanna Township is in their offensive set. 3 wide receivers. Southwest Mustang set. Handoff is the number 9. And he is bouncing outside and skirts for about 14 yards. That was number 9 again, Sincere Littlejohn, feeding him here at the end. And Susquehanna Township is okay with taking their time here. Got a 28-point cushion here.
2nd down and 7 at the 39-yard line.
See what they decide to do here.
Wait,
Have a feeling a handoff might be coming, and it is a pitch out.
Oh, nice.
Nice quick speed, nice cutback.
Go in with a bang, and he most certainly did. Number 78 there from Susquehanna. That being 28. Yeah. 28 being Dalton. No, actually Ethan Smith. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Okay.
That was a great run by Susquehanna Township there. Unfortunately, we do not have that player's name on this roster here. And they're down to the 21-yard line 2 wide receivers set here.
Flag on the play here, and false start.
False start. Looks like the wide receiver possibly just fell down. That'll back them up 5 yards.
It's getting there. Close to the end. You get in one last touchdown, or they can deny them that cherry on top. And 2 minutes ago, it's been such a fantastic game here for Susquehanna, as well as a good display of adjustment just before the official season rolls around. Perhaps it's just what they need going forward from Southwest Mustangs.
Yeah, see if they can punch it in here. Our 26 yards out, but I think their kicker will be very happy to score his 7th point of the game and brag at the end of the game that he scored a touchdown, at least the equivalent to a touchdown point-wise.
Absolutely. And just like that, the stadium lights are on. And
handoff is the 28 again.
Number 28, Phantom Letterman. What if he's in the back here? No. Okay. Well, we have number 28. Not exactly too sure who that is, unfortunately. But for those of you watching, you know.
Yeah, a lot of fans out there probably watching this game, and they have all their favorite players, and so do we, and you know we're all cheering for them as a team collectively. But go back to their hometowns and their schools on Monday, and they're superheroes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Minute and 30 seconds to go here. Can they get this cherry on top of the sundae? Let's see what we have here, and it's looking good. Okay, he's running it. You see it. Taken out at the 30-yard line. Beautifully done there. Number 9 from Susquehanna, that being Little John.
Yeah, it's an incredible run to the left side there. Good closing speed there for the Mustangs defense. Approaching just under a minute here in this game. As we are approaching the second game, the Bearcats of York High versus CD East. Should be an incredible game tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, the bleachers are packed right now. And, of course, you guys have the best seat in the house here at Roxamore Sports Live.
And a collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. And this weekend, we brought the tournament to you of the Rose Bowl.
Absolutely. And Niche TV Network. 30 seconds, and I believe that's it.
There won't be any more plays ran in this game. I respect that. No need to. You're Susquehanna Township. You already proved yourself today.
Right.
If you're Southwest, no need to run a play and take risk for injuries.
Absolutely.
And that'll wrap it up with the score 42 Susquehanna Township Indians.
Yeah, one thing I absolutely love.
Mustangs.
Yeah, one thing I absolutely love about the Southwest is they really just kept going in. They did not wane on their force, but at the same time, that strategy just didn't seem like it was working out so hard for them. But, I mean, as you saw, when they went wide, they actually did manage to secure a touchdown, namely with number 6, that being, I gotta look at my roster here, Jake Graham. Hello, how you guys doing? Get to see your pretty faces here for the end of the game report, but man, it was been kind of a struggle, man. It was hard to watch Southwest struggle so much, but at the same time, it was absolutely beautiful seeing them try to change up some performance here and there. The defense was definitely where it needed to be, but in terms of offense, that's where their losing game was, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Susquehanna Township, I mean, going forward, your coach is going to grind you out and nitpick all the stuff that you did wrong, even though you ended up scoring 6 touchdowns. If you're Southwest, you scored 2 touchdowns against a very good Susquehanna Township Indians team. They're very well-rounded everywhere. The only blemishes I might comment on that they might have had in that game possibly is their secondary. A little bit suspect. It got burned on the edges a couple times. But other than that, very, very good in the box
preventing Southwest from running the ball very, very, very well. Overall, I mean, it was a great game, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, and a great tournament to get into. It's good experience for a lot of these kids, especially if they're freshmen and they haven't been there yet.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that game ends at, let's see, it ends at 42-14. Susquehanna Indians take away the victory. We're heading into the next game here at the Rose Bowl at the small stadium here in York, Pennsylvania. Again, thank you, Ashley, for joining us here.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming up next here is York High versus CD East, and don't go away for tonight, and try to stick around for this whole entire weekend. Tune into us on Instagram, Facebook, Sports Shooting Stars, and Roxamore Sports, and Niche TV.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for the next game. And again, we're going to be back here tomorrow, Saturday. So be sure to tune in with either of these networks. We'll be happy to have you. And we'll see you in the next game.
Be safe.